You may not realize it, but native advertising is all around you. This type of digital advertising is completely unique because it combines advertising with content. Today, native advertising can take many different types of forms, which is why we're going to review 5 native advertising examples to help you get your creative juices flowing for your next native advertising campaign. Let's get started. What is native advertising? Native advertising is a non-intrusive ad format that is based on integrating an advertisement into a natural editorial style or content of a website or news platform. Native ads seamlessly blend into the website or platform they are hosted in and appear to be organic content themselves, although they should always have an indicator that they are an ad. One of the most common types of native advertising are sponsored articles on different news platforms or sites. However, native advertisements can take several different forms. In fact, you're regularly exposed to native advertising on social media and you may not even realize it. The most important thing about native ads is that they match the platform they are on. And there are many tools and platforms that can help you activate your native ads campaigns. Let's take a look at the 3 major forms of native advertising. The first one is in-feed or in-content ads. They are ads that are integrated into content pieces and social feeds. These ads try to blend in with native content and create a non-disruptive user experience. The second is content recommendation ads, which are usually displayed alongside editorial content in a recommended format. These ads are typically found alongside an article or at the end of it, and they feature many different suggested ads or content. And the third one is branded or native content ads that don't fit into a typical mold. These ads function as unique content on a publisher's website or platform. Now that you have a better understanding of what native ads are, let's take a look at 5 examples of the different forms they can take. Number 1 is Spotify and Stranger Things. Netflix and Spotify are 2 brands that are well known for using their users' data to create unique and relevant experiences. In 2017, the platforms partnered up to create a truly original native advertising campaign that garnered a lot of attention. After the premiere of Netflix Stranger Things series, Spotify users logged onto their accounts to find that they could enter into Stranger Things mode on the platform and listen to a Spotify playlist exclusively for them, based on a character from the show. This content was identified as sponsored, and its design was adapted to Spotify's platform and aesthetic. This is a great example of elite-level native advertising. Number 2 is New York Times and Allbirds. A popular native ad format is sponsored posts on news websites. A great example is this New York Times article, sponsored by the shoe company Allbirds. This ad is an example of an in-feed or in-content ad that was promoted on the platform's regular newsfeed with a sponsored tag. When users clicked on the article, they were taken to a unique page on the New York Times website with beautiful graphics and supporting sound effects. The article focuses on the value birds have in our environment and how they are at risk due to climate change. This perfectly aligns with the shoe company, as they are dedicated to sustainability and have the word bird in their name. This is a strong example of how native content needs to align with your brand, but not necessarily be about your brand. Example 3, The Message Podcast and GE. Native content doesn't just have to be about articles and social media ads. For example, General Electric partnered with Panoply to produce a science fiction podcast named The Message. This podcast was the first of its kind to reach the #1 spot on Apple's podcast player and had over 4 million downloads at the time. This podcast itself was well developed, thoroughly entertaining, and featured General Electric technology naturally in the storyline. However, it never explicitly named General Electric in the content itself, only in the introduction, credit, and cover art. Number 4, social media ads. The quickest way to find an example of native advertising is to open up any of your social media apps and look at the in-feed ads that appear there. This is by far one of the most common forms of native advertising right now. These in-feed ads are disclosed as being paid, perfectly match organic content, and are placed within a user's content feed. Number 5, Instagram filter and Nickelodeon. Our last example shows that not all native ads on social media have to be in-feed advertisements. Nickelodeon showed this with their fun "Which SpongeBob character are you?" Instagram filter. This version of native advertising is entertaining, interactive, and a great way to connect with the Instagram users. On the app, it is indicated as being sponsored by Nickelodeon. It's placed where all of the other filters are, and works just the same as any other organic filter. So, as you can see, there are many ways to create native ads. I hope you are inspired by the examples we've shown you today, and that this information can guide you to create your own native ads for your brand. And that's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and a comment and subscribe to our channel if you want to stay updated all about inbound marketing. See you next time.